Cookie Run Oven Smash is on update 1.1.4. I want to talk about the confirmed known issues with the game, and then I'll also include what cookies are in the meta, what cookies are better than the other ones, why they're better, or why they aren't so good. Because there are clear game mechanics given to some cookies that make them better than other cookies. It's just undeniable, depending on which cookie we're on, but we'll get there when we get there. Dev Sisters is actually pretty good at being pretty transparent on what the issues are in the game. One issue being an issue where airborne effects applied by skills are incorrectly registered as stuns. You can actually just load up a game right now with Cherry Cookie and go do this too, people. You just have to use her default ultimate giant cherry bomb. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen some of the time. This jerky cookie gets hit with the Cherry Cookie ultimate, and these stars only show up when something is stunned. That's why it says it's registering as a stun. When they fix this, the stars will just go away. You won't see this anymore. I also found an issue myself that isn't in the known issue. When I have the Dragon's Wrath card and I summon the dragon, it doesn't show the area that it's gonna hit. I've also had this happen to me. You can't see where to avoid it at. It's just 1 second you're getting hit with a dragon drive-by. Alright, so let's get right into the cookie tier list. This was actually very hectic to organize. There are 8 cookie categories: controller, mages, marksmen, bruisers, tanks, assassins, supports, and one whole bomber cookie, which is Cherry Cookie. Why is there only one bomber cookie? Can there be other cookies? If it's the way she throws her projectiles, why isn't Latte Cookie a bomber cookie? And then I started going down this huge rabbit hole of what makes a mage, and a marksman cookie a marksman cookie. They both do basically the same thing. If you look at String Cheese Cookie, she fires a lot of projectiles. And then if you look at Jerky Cookie, she fires a lot of projectiles, but one's a marksman and the other one's a mage. I don't get it. So we're just gonna ignore that they even have categories. And I thought it'd be cool to do a food pyramid. Obviously, I'm still gonna have the typical S rank to D ranks. All right, let's start with D tier. Obviously, D means duty and poopy, and you should never play these cookies ever. In this update, I feel bad for putting Tiger Lily Cookie in here. I love her so much, but the reason she's in here, she's a marksman cookie and her auto attacks go way too slow. The enemy cookies are gonna dodge it. Her special ability is a pounce. Again, she's a marksman cookie. You kind of don't want to be on top of other cookies like that. The moment you pounce on an enemy cookie, you're gone. Like, it doesn't matter, you're made of paper. Her ultimate's also a little lackluster. I mean, you get a lot of buffs, but her only viable one right now is the last one, Feral Awakening. It increases her survivability by giving her lifesteal, but in exchange you have to get up close again to the enemy cookies. So why not just make her a bruiser cookie? Why is she a marksman cookie? And that's exactly why she's in the duty and poopy tier, is because she's having an identity crisis right now. Rye Cookie is in D tier because her damage is abysmal, her ultimate is way too avoidable, and the only way to make her viable is to use her special skill Bounty Hunter, because if you miss even a couple of her bullets, it's like you're slapping them with a piece of paper. So Rye and her girthy ponytail can stay in the poopy duty poopy D tier. She's staying in D tier. They really need to do a lot of work on her. Now, this is gonna sound a little weird, but there's only one cookie in C tier, and that's Latte Cookie. She has the exact same problem as Tiger Lily, being that her projectiles are way too easy to dodge. Her special ability seems cool on paper, like you go invincible and you get to fly around, but flying around means you're not helping your team, and that's very detrimental in a team-based game. You could try to fix it by using Latte Art Masterpiece and putting the little copy puddles everywhere, but honestly, every time a Latte Cookie has used that against me, I can outwalk her, and I don't have to use my dash, so I can save it. I'll wait until she lands, and then I'll finish her off, and if her teammates try to come help her, I can just dash away after I've taken her life. Every single one of her ultimates are the same. One of them just gets a bigger puddle, and that's exactly why she's in the cuck chair. C tier, she's in C tier. We're starting to get to the meat and potatoes. B tier. B tier is where all the cookies are who don't have an excessive amount of buffs and debuffs on them. Like, these are good picks, they're good niche picks, but there are better things to pick. Like Bacon Roll Cookie, she's a solid pick. Her auto attack hits multiple cookies, her special ability gives you a shield, her ultimate provides vulnerability and a knock-up, but these are all things other cookies can do. Like, I can't help but think Bacon Roll Cookie is just a less effective Ice Pop Cookie. Ice Pop Cookie has a dash that gives him a shield, and his ultimate is a stun. The vulnerability debuff on Bacon Roll Cookie makes it so you have to use your ultimate to engage so you can make use of the full 7 seconds of vulnerability. And the enemy cookies can still attack when they're vulnerable, so why not play Ice Pop Cookie, get the stun, and delete them while they're in the stun and save your health. The fact that she almost has to full send every 1v1 she's in is why she's at the top of B tier. Also in B tier is Gingerbrave. His auto attack hits multiple cookies and his special ability gives you a shield. Wait a minute. I swear Gingerbrave is a support character. The only thing that makes him a bruiser character is the fact that he has a massive amount of HP. His main purpose right now is just to stay in a fight and soak up damage. His ultimate ability is a really good support tool because you leave a trail of 3 separate buffs for your teammates. My favorite part about his ultimate is the fact that you can throw people up in the air and kind of stun lock them if you do it correctly, but it's really hard to do so. It honestly seems like Gingerbrave is trying to be a bruiser, a tank, and a support, and he's just being mid at all 3. And that's why he's in B. For being a big distraction. Jerky Cookie is next. Jerky Cookie is decent. Her auto attack has a secondary effect that does talisman damage. This is really good for a technique I call HP starving. It's when you attack the opponent and try to get them to not recover their HP. The talisman damage over time kind of increases the wait time they have to wait in order to get their HP back. Her special abilities are really good too. She's got one that lets you dash twice, and it's got a 6-second cooldown, which is really nice. Her special ability, Chain Talisman, is almost the exact same as Bacon Roll's Play With Me ability. This is a good example of when I said Bacon Roll Cookie does the same thing other cookies do. Jerky Cookie's ultimate's also pretty good because if other cookies are around the one that you hit, it's gonna explode and transfer that talisman to the other one. Her third ultimate is almost like a heat-seeking Jerky Talisman, which is also pretty good. I'm still so conflicted if she should be in B or A tier, but she just straight up loses in team fights against other cookies in A tier. Blue Slushy is up next in B tier. I feel kind of bad because I wish I had more to say about Blue Slushy, but her auto attack is good. I mean, it's good at poking, it's good at hitting multiple targets. Her dash is also kind of good because you can get a freeze, and her ultimate's good for damage, and the one that slows is also very good. When the game first came out, she was a force to be reckoned with. Like, if you got too close to her, she was two-shotting you because she was basically a shotgun character. She kind of still is. And then her ultimate had a wider range of attack. That was busted. Next is Brie Cookie. The reason why she's in B tier is you have to aim her shots. It's really easy to miss. She has a special ability that stuns and one that reloads depending on which playstyle you like more, and her ultimate provides vulnerability. But there's just not enough to make her A tier. Also, her third ultimate ability is complete trash. Do not invest the 20,000 into that one. You will regret it completely. And with Brie Cookie, that concludes B tier. A tier broke out of my pyramid. That's okay because I have a feeling S tier is too. Fruit Punch Cookie is an amazing pick. His auto attack goes through cookies. You can charge his auto attack for ranged battles. His special abilities have good interrupts, and his ultimate is really good for survivability. His first ultimate gives you a giant shield, lots of HP. His second ultimate regenerates a lot of HP. It's basically like Gingerbrave's healing ultimate before it was nerfed. If you are using him in if you are using him in an objective-based game mode like Castle Crashers, he's really good at staying on the point and preventing the enemy team from moving forward. Red Velvet Cookie is up next. I love Red Velvet Cookie so much. He's probably my favorite cookie in Oven Smash. His auto attack hits multiple cookies. His special ability does a stun. There's even one that has multiple charges where you can stun in separate intervals. His ultimate also stuns and also spawns Cake Hounds. I love these Cake Hounds. They do a pretty decent amount of damage and will chase down cookies. The only reason he's not in S tier is because he's actually very well rounded. He's not completely broken. If he did more damage, he would probably be in S tier. Ice Pop Cookie is another A tier controller cookie. He does decent damage. He can attack multiple cookies at once. He's really good at holding the Castle Crasher turtle. He's got a dash that just lets him straight up phase through walls. He's got one that gives him a shield. He also can freeze people with his ultimate, which is so good. Peppermint Cookie is the first support cookie on our tier list. He's really good. His charged auto attack does massive amounts of damage, and the bubble is so huge it can clip around corners and tag tag people who are hiding behind walls. His special ability gives buffs like damage reduction and a 15% increase on attack, but in my opinion, you want to choose the damage reduction one because that one also heals. The one that ups your attack does not heal. All of his ultimates are pretty much the same. You call forth all the pay-to-win players to slam onto the enemy cookies. It's got a knock-up, it does decent damage, and it heals your allies if you hit them with it. Madeline Cookie is next. He's also a very good tank in A tier. His auto attack hits multiple cookies. His special ability can give him damage reduction, which is really good, and then his ultimate can give your ally cookies a shield. The amount of time he can contest the objective for against multiple cookies is exactly why he's in A tier. Peach Cookie is next. I love Peach Cookie. Her auto attack is simply amazing, immaculate, everything I wish for. She jumps, so she can jump over everything: walls, lakes, ponds. The enemy cookie is not safe from you anywhere. She's the cookie with the most movement in the game. Her special ability can increase her attack or slow the enemy, further increasing the destructive power of her auto attack. Her ultimate's also really good because you're definitely going to be jumping on more than one cookie, so having a twirling bow staff is actually very good. Moving to Dark Choco Cookie. Dark Choco Cookie is the embodiment of a perfect bruiser cookie. He can attack multiple cookies. He has a dash to get himself really far or out of harm's way. His ultimate gives him HP based on how many cookies he hits. You're gonna want to get his third ultimate because it fires in a wide cone, increasing the probability of you hitting other cookies and getting more HP. Beautifully made, beautifully constructed cookie. I love him so much. Next is Chili Pepper Cookie. She fits the assassin stereotype pretty well in my opinion because as soon as she's on you, you're pretty much dead unless you have your dash. And if you don't have a dash, you better hope you're a tank. Her auto attack is like a shotgun. Her special ability has 2 dashes. She even has a dash that applies vulnerability. Her ultimates are also really good, especially her second one because it has 3 charges and it heals 50% of the damage that you've done as HP steal. And her ultimate hits multiple cookies, so if she jumps on 3 of you, she's definitely leaving with at least a body. She's very good, but her low HP makes it so you have to look for your opportunity to strike. That ends our A tier, and now we're ready to move on to S tier.
Take a good gander at it. I'm pretty confident in saying that you'll see at least 2 of these cookies in every single game you're gonna be in.
Espresso Cookie is first. His auto attacks do crazy amount of damage and leave behind a puddle of coffee that also does an insane amount of damage. His special ability is a dash that lets you go through walls, and one of them increases your movement speed and the other one gives you an extra attack charge for more damage. His ultimate abilities are just like latte cookies, except better in every single way. The animation is better and it does a little suck towards the middle, which will allow you to do more damage with your auto attacks in the puddle of coffee. His ultimate is one of the best comboing ultimates in the game. Like, everyone's gonna see it, everyone's gonna notice them getting sucked in, and if you have a cherry cookie on your team, it's suck, then bomb, and then it's all over for the enemy team. Speaking of bomb, our #1 resident bomber cookie is next up. Cherry Cookie is so busted in the damage department, and if you get close to her and try to ult her, like if you're Melon Soda Cookie and you try to use your ult, her dash has a knockback, which is also an interrupt, so say goodbye to your ultimate because now she just interrupted you and you're getting bombed in the next couple of seconds. The range on her auto attack is insane. The range on her ultimate is insane. She can get away and reposition at any moment in time. She also does way too much damage, and if you get close to her, she doesn't even have to aim. If she's between you and the objective and you're fighting her on the objective, you're gonna lose no matter what. This is exactly what puts her in S tier. Melon Soda is next. She does an incredible amount of damage. She just got nerfed, but she still does so much damage. She's got a special ability that gives her 15% shield, and then her ultimate can also give herself a 25% shield and it heals her allies. But she is the cookie that can have the most shield at once in a game. If you can handle a fight correctly, you can almost have infinite HP with her. And of course, she heals her allies, so that just makes her even better in a team fight. Next up, we're gonna work our way from the right to Blueberry Pie Cookie, starting with String Cheese Cookie. The amount of damage String Cheese Cookie can put out under a couple of seconds is horrifying. Like, she can delete a tank within milliseconds. well, maybe not milliseconds, but if she's right next to her turret, don't attack her. That turret's gonna explode, dealing another 1,000 damage to you. If you can even manage to destroy it, because it has 3,000 plus HP, which is like a whole nother cookie. My level 7 chili pepper cookie has about 4,000 HP, bro. I mean, that's a level 7 cookie. And if you're thinking, oh, I'll just get close to her and use my ultimate, her dash is a knockup, which is also an interrupt. So if you're melon soda cookie, do not get close. Your ultimate will get immediately interrupted. All right, next up is Camembert cookie. Camembert cookie is another immaculate bruiser cookie. He's all about being in people's faces. He does the damage to back it up too. He can hit multiple cookies with his auto attack, so his 1v3 potential is super high. He's got a special ability that gives him a shield just like every other bruiser does, but his gives him a plus 10% movement speed increase. He's also got a special ability that bolsters his attack for a short time. All of his ultimate abilities are unique. They all have different types of stuns, which you can imagine is kind of powerful on a cookie that can shred you really quick, and if you manage to get out of the stun, he's just gonna chase you down with his extra movement speed. Second to last is Strawberry Crepe Cookie. Her auto attacks are capable of hitting multiple cookies, and her special abilities are knockups, and she's one of the only cookie that has an attack decrease debuff on her special ability. But in my opinion, you're gonna want to use Turbo Crash to get that plus 20% movement speed so you can catch up to your Waffle Bot and finish off whoever's fighting your Waffle Bot. Speaking of Waffle Bot, this is one of the reasons why she's in S tier. This thing has like 5,000 to 6,000 HP, which is insane. And on top of that, you can choose to spawn him on top of enemy cookies. If you combo that with Slow Zone Waffle Bot and the decrease of 15% movement speed, you can just catch up really quick to the enemy cookie and finish them off. If you see a Waffle Bot get spawned, your whole team should immediately focus the Strawberry Crepe Cookie or the Waffle Bot to get rid of one of them quick. Alright, the last cookie in S tier is Blueberry Pie Cookie. In my opinion, she is the best cookie in the game. Everything is good about her. Her auto attack does so much damage. It can go through cookies and attack multiple cookies. She is the only cookie where her projectile can go through the Castle Crasher's turtle, and her projectile is so big it can clip around corners and hit cookies that are hiding behind walls. Her dash has really good range. It can go through walls, over lakes. If you get too close to her, she's just going to reposition with her dash, and if you chase even further and you get close to her again, she's got orbs that circle her and do a crazy amount of damage, and one of her dashes gives her a 20% shield. Her default ultimate has so much range on it and is so big it's almost impossible to dodge it without a dash, and on top of that, it goes through walls. So let's go over what you can't do against her. You can't outpoke her at range, you can't hide behind the turtle and stall the point, and you can't hide behind walls because her ultimate is just gonna laser you. You can't get too close to her because she's just gonna teleport away, and if you get close to her again, anyways, you're gonna get melted by the little orbs that surround her. And last but not least, you can't win. I'm joking, you definitely can win, especially if she has bad teammates. Alright, that's the tier list. If you disagree with any of the placements, feel free to tell me in the comments where you think they should be and why. I'm a little conflicted on a couple cookies myself, like Jerky Cookie. I feel like maybe I could have put her in A. Please like the video. It took me 7 hours to edit this. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.